The emergency lights flickered red across the broken hull of the Zanari transport vessel. Danny pressed her small three-fingered hand against her mother's trembling shoulder. Her large amber eyes filled with a hope that seemed impossible given their circumstances. "Don't cry, Mum," Danny whispered in their melodic language. "Maybe that human can help us." Her mother, Velra, looked up sharply, her bioluminescent skin patterns dimming with fear. Through the cracked view, a lone human figure in a battered exosuit was approaching their wreckage across the hostile surface of Kepler 442b. The toxic atmosphere churned orange and violent around him. "Danny." "No." Velra clutched her daughter closer. "Humans are dangerous, unpredictable. He's coming to help." Danny insisted with a stubborn certainty only a child could possess. "I can feel it." Jasper had been 3 days into his solo mining expedition when his scanner picked up the distress beacon. Protocol said ignore it. This sector belonged to the Zanari Collective, and humans weren't exactly welcome. The war had ended only 2 cycles ago, and the wounds ran deep on both sides. But Jasper had never been good at following protocol. He cycled through the airlock of the Zanari ship, his suit's translator crackling to life as he heard panicked breathing. The corridor was a mess of twisted metal and leaking conduits. He moved carefully, following the biosigns on his scanner. "Hello," he called out. "I'm here to help. I picked up your beacon." Silence. Then, a small voice, trembling but clear. "We're here. In the cargo bay, please. My mother is hurt." Jasper found them huddled behind a collapsed support beam. The adult Zanari was in bad shape. A piece of shrapnel had pierced her side, and her skin was fading from its natural blue to a sickly gray. But it was the child that caught his attention. She couldn't have been more than 6 in human years, her eyes impossibly large and filled with desperate hope. "You came," Danny breathed. "You really came?" Jasper knelt down slowly, making himself less threatening. "Yeah, kid. I came." He looked at Velra. "Ma'am, I need to look at that wound. I have medical supplies." "No," Velra gasped, trying to pull Danny away. "Don't touch her, please. Take whatever you want from the ship, but leave us, Mum." "Stop." Danny's voice cracked. "He wants to help." Jasper sat back on his heels, recognizing the terror in Velra's eyes. During the war, there had been stories, atrocities on both sides. He'd lost friends to Zanari plasma weapons. She'd probably lost people to human railguns. "I know you don't trust me," Jasper said softly. "I get it, but your daughter called me here, and I'm not leaving until you're both safe. That's a promise." He slowly removed his helmet, showing his face a gesture of vulnerability. The toxic air wouldn't kill him immediately. His suit would compensate, but it was a risk, and Velra understood that. "Why?" she whispered. "Why would you risk yourself for us?" Jasper smiled sadly. "Because I've seen enough death." "And because she asked." He nodded toward Danny. "Kids shouldn't have to watch their parents die. Not human kids. Not Zanari kids. Not anyone's kids." For a long moment, Velra stared at him. Then, slowly, she nodded. Jasper worked quickly. The medical foam in his kit wasn't designed for Zanari biology, but the fundamental principles were the same. Stop the bleeding, prevent infection, stabilize. He modified the formula on the fly, using his suit's analyzer to adjust the chemical composition. Danny watched him work with fascination. "Are all humans like you?" she asked. "No," Jasper admitted, carefully applying the modified foam. "Some humans are cruel, some are kind, most are somewhere in between. Same as Zanari, I'd bet." "My teacher said humans were monsters," Danny said quietly, "that they don't feel pain or fear like we do." Jasper laughed, a bitter sound. "We feel plenty, kid. Maybe too much sometimes." He finished sealing the wound and checked his scanner. "Your mom's going to be okay, but we need to get you both off this rock. My ship's about 2 clicks east." "You'd take us to your ship?" Velra asked, her voice stronger now. "The Council will punish you for this. Harboring enemy civilians." "Good thing I never much cared what the Council thinks," Jasper said, replacing his helmet. "Besides, the war's over. People on both sides started acting like it." The journey to Jasper's ship was slow but steady. He carried Velra on his back while Danny walked beside him, her small hand occasionally reaching out to touch his suit, as if reassuring herself he was real. When they finally reached the battered mining vessel, Jasper got them settled in the medical bay. He sent an encrypted message to a friend in the neutral zone, a Zanari doctor who asked no questions. As Danny's mother slept, recovering, the little girl stood in the observation deck, watching the stars. "Thank you," she said when Jasper joined her, "for proving my teacher wrong." Jasper knelt beside her. "Your teacher wasn't entirely wrong, Danny. There are human monsters out there, but there are also human heroes, and everything in between. What are you?" she asked, looking up at him with those enormous amber eyes. Jasper smiled. Just a guy who heard someone in trouble and decided to help. That's all any of us should be. 3 weeks later, when Jasper delivered Danny and Velra to the neutral station, the story had already spread. A human who'd risked everything to save two Zanari civilians. It wouldn't end the prejudice or erase the scars of war overnight. But it was a start, as they said goodbye. Danny hugged Jasper tightly. When I grow up, she whispered, I want to be like you. Jasper hugged her back. Then be brave, kid, and always help people who need it. That's all it takes to be a hero. He watched them disappear into the station crowd, then turned back to his ship. Somewhere out there, someone else might need help, and Jasper had never been good at ignoring distress calls. Some things were more important than protocol. End.